Hello, my name is Leia, this is Mini Mike, and I've got a 2025 to-do list, and this video has nothing to do with it. Someone commented saying it would be really interesting to hear what my sort of culture shocks were when I moved to the UK, and I thought that was actually quite a fun idea, and I decided to film a video about it. But before I start, I wanted to say, these are all my experience, and they might be completely different to other people's experience, even if they're also from Czech Republic. Two people can have very different opinions, views, experiences, etc. So please do not come for me if my experience is different to yours. With that being said, let's go to the first one. I called it bureaucracy. What I mean by that is just dealing with anything that requires some sort of documents, appointments, anything like that. The first thing I had to do when I moved here was get national insurance number. The process of getting that was just so silly. I had to call, I believe it was job center, wait in the queue, then I got through to someone, had to tell them all these details through the phone, then had to wait to then receive a letter with an appointment without really the ability to change the appointment. Then I had to go to the job centre in person, gave them pretty much the same details again, then waited for a few more weeks, and then I received my national insurance number via post, and I still have that piece of paper, and if I didn't, I wouldn't know my national insurance number, and I'm not sure whether you can actually really find it anywhere. All of that could be done through online sort of portals, and that would be so much easier. Number two, I remember moving here and feeling really stressed that, my English is not good enough. People won't understand what I'm saying, I won't know the right words. And then I started spending time with British people who use the word thingy for pretty much everything. If they can't think of the name, it's a thingy. Can you pass me that thingy? I was with a thingy, there's a thingy. Everything is a thingy. Which I kind of love, because now I use it every time I can't think of a word. Number three, this might be very specific to what I experienced, but my very first boss used to microwave his tea, and not like microwaving the water to then make the tea, because I think that is a thing in America or somewhere. He would make the tea in this humongous cup. He was busy and the cup was huge, so the tea would go cold, and instead of making a smaller cup of tea, making another cup of tea, he would just chuck it in the microwave, not once, multiple times in the day, and that is just no thank you. Number four, a lot of, as you guys call it, beating around the bush, as we call it, walking around a hot porridge. Not everyone. I know people who are very straight to the point, but it seems to be the case of no one ever saying things as they are. A lot of tiptoeing around things. A lot of just walking around the thing you want to say or the issue you want to address. A lot of, don't want to insult anyone, don't want to offend anyone. Never really actually saying what you think. Not everyone, but a lot of people. Now, money. Again, this could be down to how I grew up and how I was raised, but I remember, having debt, having loans, overdrafts was a big no in my household. And then I moved here, and it seems like everyone has an overdraft. Everyone has a credit card. It's not a big deal. And it seems to be a normal thing to just use money that's not your own. And do I do that? Absolutely, I am doing that. But it's not something I grew up doing. It took me years to have my first overdraft. Until then, I was just don't have the money, won't spend the money. Is that a culture thing, or am I just surrounded by people who have spending problems? Another one is late dinners. It feels like a lot of people eat their dinner really late, and also they tend to eat cooked dinner. Sometimes we would also eat cooked dinner, but that was only if we didn't have cooked lunch. If we had cooked lunch, then you would have cold dinner. So by cold dinner I mean like slice of sourdough with butter and like ham or something like that, you know, a couple of veggies. But yeah, it seems like a lot of people have like warm lunch and warm dinner, or warm dinner, and that's just a bit different to what I was used to. And also a lot of people eat like at 9 in the evening, and I was used to eating at like 6 in the evening, so we're almost there. Terrible public transport. I am very, very spoiled when it comes to public transport because I grew up in Prague, where we have trams, buses and metros, and all of them are quite reliable. Like sometimes they might be tiny bit late, but it's never really, really late, or like if that happens, it's very rare. Here, it almost feels like you have to plan to be somewhere about an hour earlier to make it on time. It could just be a bit more reliable. That's not a lot to ask, is it? And the last one is small talk. Now, I am, I think, now used to it because I worked in a cafe, and 90% of your job is to make small talk, but it's not a thing back home. Like everyone's just kinda getting on with their day. Like if you're going to a coffee shop ordering a coffee, you don't really get asked how you are or what you're up to, or you know, who you are. Took me a while to get used to. Now I kind of like it. And that is everything. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, subscribe to my channel, and because it's really easy to miss videos, if you'd like to be notified about my videos, click the bell icon. I will see you with the next one. Bye!